I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Why does Paul emphasize about the authenticity and the sincerity of his ministry to the Thessalonian believers in 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 1 through 6? And how does it challenge all believers to be true and transparent in their own witness for Christ? Well, if you go to the end of the Apostle Paul's ministry in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2, it says that the message or the word that he gave, he said, give it to other believers who will pass it down to future subsequent generations. In other words, what we see Paul emphasizing is not to end with him, but was also to be replicated with the Thessalonians. Now, Paul, again, he learned and he was led by the Holy Spirit, but even before that, in the book of Acts, before his conversion, we see the other apostles behaving and operating in the same manner. So, for example, in that passage, it talked about he did not have guile, he was not covetousness. Later on, past verse 6, it says he came in a holy disposition and a just disposition. And essentially, what is being communicated is we're not to be Nicolaitans. You said the Nica who? When you get to Revelation chapter 2, the church of Ephesus, there's a group of people called the Nicolaitans who the clergy, pastors, the Paul in this case, had a certain, not only a disposition, mannerisms, or behavior, but everybody else had a different one. There was a gap. There was a separation. The word Nicolaitan means a victory or superiority over the laity. What Paul is emphasizing in 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 is this, that the quote, righteousness, the behavior, the disposition of the believers was to mimic, emulate his as well, because the same spirit that was in Paul was in them as believers as well. Great question. If you have one, send it to askjeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's.
Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at askjeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.